could it be? But me, your man, Louie T, welcome to this Louie T Network exclusive and this one great big thank you to all 30,027 at the time of this video subscribers to the Louie T Network. None of this would be possible without you. And I just want to show my gratitude and give you guys a great big thank you because you've allowed me to live out my dream. And I truly believe this. I can't confirm nor deny this, as I like to say, but I truly believe I am the most grateful and lucky content creator on YouTube. And I think that my gratitude is greater than any other content creator that is in this space because of how hard I had to work to get to where I am right now. And whether you got here because of early work, when I used to do, the draft wrap up series, or the Louie T Network podcast drew you in. And I know some of you have been clamoring for those episodes. That is a flagship program here on the Louie T Network, and it will return. I'm working on some things behind the scenes to make it feel more authentic to me, but eventually that will return. It's not going anywhere. Or you're just a fan of the Commanders, whatever got you to this channel, whatever kept you here, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't thank you enough for helping me on this journey. And the reason why I feel like I'm the most grateful YouTube content creator that exists on this platform is because I started from humble beginnings. I started from nothing. And the growth sometimes has been slow, but it's been steady. And every single sub that I get, I work hard for, and I work hard to try and keep. And I know I'm not perfect, and you're not always going to please people. I learned that a long time ago in this industry, but I always stay true to myself. And a lot of you who have subbed up, who have remained subs through the years, you've seen that authenticity, and that's what you appreciate about me. And I can't thank you guys enough for riding that roller coaster with me through the ups, the downs, through all the changes. You've always remained loyal, and you can't buy loyalty. It's such a rare quality these days, and I can't thank you guys enough for rocking with me. And when I talk about my gratitude, and I talk about how thankful I am for each and every single one of you who have held me down over these 13 long years, this is why I say I'm so grateful. And I don't know what YouTube is trying to do. I feel like YouTube is trying to ruin me by continuing to somehow suggest these old ass videos of my peasy ass head back in 2012 when I first started with the In the Lab Room episodes with the worst lighting known to mankind, these huge polo shirts that didn't fit because that's what we wore back in the day. And I'm looking all baby-faced and young and crazy. I mean, I don't know what YouTube is trying to do to me, what I deserve to have them requesting these videos a decade plus later. I've seen the Scotty Mac getting busy short with me in the car in my past life with my old work shirt on. Like, what are you trying to do to me, YouTube? Seriously, what are you trying to do to me? I don't know what YouTube is trying to do, but those are always very humble reminders of where I've come from and the growth that I've seen taking place and what's going to happen into the future, And so, but when I tell you I am forever grateful and I am so indebted to you guys, and I'm the most grateful YouTube content creator in this space, this is why I say that. So this was me hitting 10,000 subscribers back in 2019 of July. Now, if you recall, and maybe some of you don't, I started this channel in August of 2012. It took me 7 long years to get from 0 to 10,000, roughly, right? Took me 7 years to get from 0 to 10,000. That's a long time. And guys jump from 0 to 10,000 now in 3 months. It's nothing, right? But when I came up, it was a different game, and it was hard to get people to buy in, to get people to stay. And I was able to see so many different changes from, when I started to where the game is now, man. And I'm proud of the growth and how many people have jumped behind the mic. But it took me 7 long years to get from 0 to 10. Then you go from 0 to 10, from 10 to 20. And I got to 20K in March of 2022. And when you look at the growth from 10 to 20, I think that was the biggest leap that I saw in myself from as a content creator, going through a ton of changes, visuals, learning how to do different things, finding my voice in the live space, upgrading, the camera and the mic and all of those things. That kind of happened in this space. And it took me essentially another 2.5 years to get from 10 to 20K. And again, there are people that blow through that. I know who I am. I know how this works for me. And I know my sub count is never going to just skyrocket. I'm never just going to, and that's okay. I love the growth. It makes me appreciate every single thing that I get because I had to work for it. It wasn't this just crazy spike for me. Every time I hit a milestone, it happens with hard work, consistency, diligence, and the ability to just not quit. Because when I first started, I had advertisers tell me, you don't have enough subs. You don't add any value to our program, so we can't have you be an advertiser. And it's a blessing to be able to show you the sleeper ad that I'm gonna show you a little bit later on, because it just shows the growth of where I've come from to where I am now. And so you go from the 20K back in March of 2022 to the 30K now in October of 2025. So another 2.5 years roughly of grinding, getting after it, late nights, early mornings. You guys have seen the grind. You guys have seen me be up at 6 in the morning on a live stream that went 9 hours. And then 4 hours later, I'm back and you're like, I thought you were dead. What are you doing here? That's just how I get down, and y'all know what it is. And so I am truly appreciative of the over 30,000 of you who have made this journey worthwhile, made it possible. And once again, I can't thank you guys enough. None of this would be possible without you guys. And all of the changes that are going to happen in the future is because of you. You've given me the ability to make upgrades, and you're going to see those upgrades over the next year or so as I continue to grow this brand, continue to plant seeds, continue to reach back and grab some others and try to pull them along with me. It's really been so rewarding to hear so many people talk about how, my channel inspired them and, ask for tips. I'm the OG now. It's crazy. When I first started out, I was this young, wide-eyed little puppy just trying to figure out where I could fit in this big space that was YouTube. And now I'm the OG. I'm Unc. I'm the guy that people come to look for advice. And that's crazy to me. But it's a role that I relish. I'm excited about this new chapter as I continue to try to grow this brand and expand Commanders, Kings, NFC, Super Friends, all of the different things. I've got other channels that I want to continue to grow. Music Head University is going to grow. I promise you. I'm still working out some technical things on the business side of Music Head University, but you best believe that once I get all of that situated, I'm going to get back to doing that. And so I just can't thank you enough for all of the support that you guys have blessed me with once again. And I'll say this, if you're a Commanders fan and you've been with me for any amount of time, it doesn't matter if it's been a month, a year, 10 years, whatever the case may be, we're going to win a Super Bowl and we're going to enjoy it together. I promise you. This isn't a Dr. Martin Luther King scenario where, hey, we're going to get to the mountaintop and I can't promise you that I'm going to be there. I used to say that when Dan Snyder was the owner, but we've got proper ownership. We've got the right leadership in the building, and Adam Peters, Dan Quinn. I truly believe this, and we finally got the quarterback, and that might be the most important piece. We're going to win a Super Bowl. May not be this year, may not be next year, but we will win a Super Bowl, and we're going to do it together. I promise you that. God spare life. We're going to do it together. Y'all just hang in there. I know it's tough, and this season's been rough. Hang in there. We're going to do it, and we're going to do it together. And that's what's going to make it that much sweeter. We've talked about this many nights in the summer, in July, in August, in June, many a nights over the last 7 years. We've talked about this. It's going to come to fruition. You guys just have to hang in there. But to all the other fans of other teams, you guys are the fans that I really marvel at, because when I first started, I had these big, grandiose dreams of, covering all 32 teams as, as thorough as anyone could, not being a fan of those other 31 teams. And I started out hell bent on doing that. And as the YouTube pool expanded and got bigger and bigger and bigger, you no longer needed someone like myself talking about your team. You've got 50,000 content creators talking about your team. So you don't need me anymore. So I realized that, the content that I was putting out, and if you ever wanted to know why you started to see other teams' contents on this channel dwindling, I'm still always going to talk about the NFL. I'm still going to always talk about other teams. But, the Draft Prospects 101 series, people stopped watching. Why? Because if you're a Minnesota Vikings fan, there's 15,000 Minnesota Vikings content creators creating content just on the Vikings. You're not going to come to a Commanders fan for Vikings content. And I saw that wave happening, and I'm not going to waste time. This is a lot of work that I put in. And so you start to see changes, and that's what this process is all about. It's about seeing trends. It's about seeing how to adjust and adapt in the environment that you're in. And I've had to do a lot of that over 13 years. And still, a lot of you have stuck with me, remain subscribers to the channel, even if you're not watching as often. And again, I truly do appreciate each and every single one of you guys as well. So with that said, I'm not going to talk your head off much longer, but I told you earlier that once upon a time, I couldn't get sponsorships. They didn't want to work with me. I wasn't big enough. My channel wasn't good enough. And that's some tough, sobering shit to hear. But now I'm able to do this and do it with a smile. Sleeper. Sleeper is the best way to experience and connect over sports together. It's a one-stop shop for all of your sports needs. You can celebrate and chat in the games in real time with other users, get the fastest scores, blazing fast news and alerts right at your fingertips. Play in fantasy leagues and win real money on picks contests. So enjoy sports the way they were meant to, together. Download the #1 sports app today. Predict the hottest football stats like passing yards, receiving yards, touchdowns, interceptions, and much more to cash in on your daily fantasy football skills. Use promo code LTN and Sleeper will match your first deposit up to $100. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. Check out Sleeper today. Sleeper. So once again, thank you guys, because they don't give a shit about me. They're not going to give me sponsorships because they like me. They give me sponsorships because they see the number of subscribers, they see the reach, they see the ability to influence, people because of the numbers, and the numbers reflect your dedication, your time, your energy, your effort, your loyalty. That is such a rare quality in today's society. Loyalty. You guys have been so loyal to me, and I could never, ever begin to repay you for that loyalty. All I can ever do is just continuing to be the best version of myself, continuing to put out content, continuing sometimes to be the voice of reason when all things around us as Commanders fans seem to be crashing and crumbling down or burning around us. All I can continue to do is just be me, and an authentic version of me. You guys know what that looks like. And I can't thank you enough for supporting that for the last 13 years. 30K, now on the road to 40. Thank you guys so much for your support. And I look forward to hitting that 40K milestone at some point. And I'll come back and I'll be nostalgic and I'll be thankful and grateful again, as I am each and every single day that you allow me to live out my dream. Thank you to all of you. You know what it is. Always love. Appreciate y'all. See y'all at 40K. Peace.
Louie T Network.